Hey there, Chris McCarthy here with Brand Identified, and today I'm going to walk you through a 6-prompt AI sequence that I'm now using to audit my client's website, brand, and all of their funnels. Now, specifically, I'm using the BrandOptimizer.AI custom GPT, so make sure you're going to be using this prompt sequence over in BrandOptimizer.AI, not just random GPT, because it doesn't have access to the Brand Identified knowledge base. So first off, if you visited Brand Identified and looked under Systems and Optimization and Execution, if you scroll down, one of the services that we do offer is brand website and funnel conversion audits. If you were to click on this button right here, you're going to see that we offer a free audit tool, and you can go ahead and get a custom assessment. If you were to click on the free audit tool, it gives you a little set of 10 questions that you can rate yourself on to begin to audit your strategy for your website, your funnel, and also your brand audit. But what I want to show you today is a 6-prompt sequence that I'm using right now. And it's a 6-prompt sequence of a strategy prompt, an execution prompt, an audit and optimization prompt, a template and a tool prompt, a role-based prompt, and an integration prompt. So this is a set of sequence that I've adapted right now that I go down through this individual sequence, and then I continue to prompt it more and more, get answers to that, and it builds out the step-by-step strategy for your own business. So the first prompt is that strategy prompt. So the first one is help me build a complete strategy for brand, website, and funnel audits that aligns with our brand and our business goals. So I'm going to copy that, and what you can do is just type that into BrandOptimizer.AI. So I want to make sure that you are going over to BrandOptimizer.AI, launch the custom GPT that's going to open up ChatGPT, but inside the custom GPT interface for Brand Optimizer. Then I'm going to paste in that first prompt, which is that strategy prompt. I'm going to send that over. Now what it's going to do is accessing the Brand Identified knowledge base. Going to give us a quick little summary of what it's going to start to do here, and it's going to start to build out that strategy for us. So step number 1, you want to audit your strategy structure. So you got your brand audit, and it's got some steps to go ahead and do there. And then as you go down the page, it gives you step B here, website audit. So you're auditing your brand, you're auditing your website, and now you're auditing your funnel, and it gives you the steps to do that. Then step number 2, brand identified framework questions. So here is a list of 10 different questions that we've identified over at Brand Identified that you need to answer to go ahead and build out this audit strategy for your own business, whether that's your brand, your website, or your funnel. So what you can do now is grab each of those 10 questions, answer those right here in BrandOptimizer.AI, and start building out your step-by-step strategy. Then we have a link off to a conversion audit tool. So back over to the website, another one of those tools that you can use. And then we have a brand website and a funnel assessment that you could take advantage of. Step number 3, alignment with your brand and your business goals. Lets you know what you need to do there. Step number 4, recommended next steps. So right here, we've got links off to 3 additional tools. One of them is an ideal client and audience targeting tool. The other one is a brand narrative and messaging systems. And then the other one is offer development and pricing models. So you can click on each of those links, head over there, take those audits, take those assessments, and build out your own strategy. Now it's ready for the second prompt. Now, second prompt number 2 is going to be the execution prompt. So that is, give me a step-by-step execution plan to implement brand, website, and funnel audits effectively in our business. So I'm going to copy that, paste that back over here into the prompt window. Accessing the Brand Identified database and knowledge base. Going to give us a summary of what it's doing. And then it's going to start to build out that entire step-by-step execution plan. So step number 1, you're going to want to align on objectives and metrics. So you want to define your audit goals, choose your key metrics. Once again, we've got a conversion audit tool you can link off to there. Step number 2 is to run full brand website and funnel audits. Got a couple resources and tools and assessments there. One of them is that conversion audit tool, and then we have a brand website and funnel assessment. Now you want to analyze your audit findings into 3 layers. Step number 3, identify and prioritize any issues. So here are some critical conversion blockers, moderate user experience issues, cosmetic enhancements. Here's some tools you want to try to use as well. Step number 4 is to implement strategic fixes. So we've got those for your brand, your website, and your funnel. Here are some additional tools to go ahead and use that to do that. Step number 5 is to test, track, and tune it. So you run A/B tests on there, monitor the key metrics weekly, and conduct user testing. Step number 6 is to review it every 90 days. So run simplified audits quarterly. And then there's a little pro tip here. Once again, take that quarterly marketing plan builder. So that's another assessment and audit tool that we have over for you at Brand Identified. So you can click on that and go ahead and use that as well. And then it's got some bonus information down here for you to go ahead and utilize as well. Moving over to the third prompt. This is an audit and an optimization prompt, and that is audit our current brand, website, and funnel audits to recommend improvements or optimizations that we should make. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that prompt. I'm going to paste that into the window here. Accessing the Brand Identified database. And now this is going to really give us an audit and an optimization for those three critical areas. So for the brand audit, we want to look at our current mission, vision, and our value statements. We want to look at our brand positioning. We want to look at key messaging used across all of our sites, social media, and our ads. And we want to look at the audience that we're targeting. Now for the website audit, we want to, have a live website URL. You could probably even paste that in here and it'll actually audit your website for you. Use existing homepage and landing page copy. For the funnel audit, you want to go ahead and have your lead magnet or your entry offer where you download obviously a PDF link or some other offer. And then once you've done all those, it gives you some added extra steps to go ahead and do that. That moves us into the fourth prompt, and that is a template and tool prompt. So what this is going to do is going to give you a set of templates and a set of tools to go ahead and perform this audit yourself, and it's going to be kind of fill in the blank or answer some questions. This is provide a fill in the blank template or framework that I can use to create or improve our brand website and funnel audits. So we'll grab that, we'll paste that into here, send that over into the knowledge base. It's going to come back with the basic summary of what it's doing. And then what we're looking at here is to get some templates or tools or frameworks so we can start implementing this ourselves. So first off, it's sending you back to that conversion audit tool and then also the brand website and funnel assessment that you can take. And now it's giving you kind of some fill in the blank areas. So first off, what is your brand's core purpose? So we exist to fill that in. What is your long-term vision? In 5 to 10 years, we aim to be known for blank, fill that in. And it's giving you these little templates that you can use. Take those sentences or take those questions, fill in the blank, and then continue to prompt this with those. And it's going to help you build this whole strategy out step by step. As I scroll down here, so that was for the brand clarity audit. Now we're looking at the website experience audit. Once again, gives you this nice little template, these nice little tools, so you kind of fill in the blank there. And then we finally move into the funnel performance audit. Once again, gives you these little snippets that you can add in your information and continue to prompt BrandOptimizer.AI to build out your strategy. And here's a recommendations and a further action plan. So top 3 brand fixes that are needed, top 3 website fixes that are needed, and top 3 funnel fixes that are needed. So you can outline these as well. That moves us on to the the fifth prompt, and that is the role-based prompt. And this is basically going to take a position in your organization or your business, whether that's a CMO, a marketing manager, whatever title that is, you're going to be able to input that title into there, and it's going to give you a role-based scenario on what that person in your business should be doing to develop these audits and strategies for your business. So that is how should a role, and we'll put that in there, approach brand website and funnel audits in a growing business. So I'm just going to copy that. I'm going to paste that into here. And I'm going to switch it off just for this example to a marketing manager. And then it's going to give you what a marketing manager should do for each of these instances. So I'll send that over. It's going to access the knowledge base. I do want to reiterate that we're not just dropping these into regular ChatGPT or any other type of, open AI language model. It doesn't have access to the brand identified knowledge base. So make sure you are using BrandOptimizer.AI. So number 1, think system, not just tactics. So this is looking at this from a perspective of a marketing manager, but then you have the ability to put in a CMO, HR person, whatever role or title, and it's going to give you better results or different results based on that specific role. So step number 1, think systems, not just tactics. Step number 2, lead with the right questions. Once again, links you off to these tools and assessments. Step number 3, get cross-team visibility. Step number 4, build and execute an optimization roadmap. Step number 5, track with real KPIs. Look at bounce rates, email opt-ins, sales call bookings or purchases, funnel drop-offs, etc. Step number 6, embed the audit cadence into quarterly reviews. So every quarter, review this and make sure you're including all this. And then it actually links off to a quarterly marketing plan builder assessment and tool that you can use. So when you get to that point within your quarterly cycle, you can actually click on that link and have that built out for you. And here's a quick little summary. So summary for your marketing managers. We got diagnostics, collaborator, strategist, executor, and analyst, and what they should do there. So finally, this moves us on to the final prompt. So now that you've prompted everything in here with these first 4 prompts, you had the strategy prompt, the execution prompt, the audit and optimization prompt, the template and tool prompt, and then finally the role-based prompt, which you can use across several different positions in your organization. Now we're ready to kind of go ahead and integrate this. So this is the integration prompt. So how does brand, website, and funnel audits connect with or support other areas like marketing, sales, or operations? So now this is what this is going to do. It's going to take all the information that you've done and it's going to give you how does this connect with other organizations or other departments within your organization. For example, marketing, sales, or operations. So I'll paste that in there, send that over. Once again, it's going to access the brand identified knowledge base. It's going to give us a summary of everything, what it's going to do, and then it's going to break this down by your marketing department. It's going to break it down by your sales department. It's going to break it down by your operations department, and it might even give you some other departments in there as well. So first off with marketing, you want to align your strategy, messaging, and your campaign effectiveness, and it gives you how this audit helps that. Now we're applying it to your sales department. So it improves lead quality, it shortens close cycles, and it builds trust. What this audit does, what it helps, what the impact is. Now we're moving on to operations. This reduces manual work, it enhances handoff quality, and it improves CX. Now we have how that audit helps that, then it also has the impact on that. So now we're moving on to number 4, which is cross-functional value, audits as alignment tools, and then your recommended next move. So it links you back off to, once again, doing the brand, website, and funnel audit tool, and then it gives you some next steps, and then it prompts you again, what do you want to do next? So now that you've inputted all of these 6 prompts and you've built out your strategy, now on each of those individually, you can continue to prompt that and get more and more information before you move on to the next one. I just want to run through each of these 6 really quickly here so you get an overview of how they all perform. But you're going to want to put in the first one for the strategy prompt and then continue to prompt it, get more and more information, and then move on to the next one. But by the time you get to that 6th prompt, the integration prompt, you're going to have a strategy completely built out for you on how to audit your website, your brand, and your funnels. So head over to BrandOptimizer.AI, start with that first strategy prompt, and continue to prompt down all the way to that 6th prompt, and then get ready to integrate it into your business.